Now this goes out to all of my beautiful people. I'm J Star, you know it's nice to meet ya. 7:45 a.m. catch me on the Morning Meetup, hosted by David Shands.
Hey, Jen, I appreciate you. You awesome. Bren, thank you so much for bringing the energy every single morning. Make sure y'all tune in to Bren's podcast. Look, today we got a very special guest, my friend, my brother. First off, y'all know the topic of today's call? The topic of today's call is the art of launching, okay? The art of launching. There's a difference between announcing that you're about to sell something, announcing your product. There's a difference between, there's a lot of people that have put stuff in the chat. Hey, y'all, I'm selling my t-shirts, buy my t-shirts. Or, hey, y'all, I got my course, buy my course. And that is a part of your launch strategy. But that's not a launch strategy. That's just telling a bunch of people that you about to sell something. But when I got a chance to sit down with this brother right here, he actually showed me the difference between an announcement and a launch. Anybody want to launch their product? I'm talking about big rollout strategy, not just telling people, but like really the system behind telling the world that this is what you have to offer. This is what you're about. Your post on Instagram is not launching. Going live is not launching. All of that can be a part of it, right? But I think this conversation is so valuable because the theme of the month is how to make money a slave. And you can make money a slave if you treat your business seriously and you start to understand the nuances, the difference between announcements and launches. And there's nobody better to teach this than my brother, my friend, my partner, Mr. Words Taylor. Words, what's up, bro?
Hey, let's get it. Salute, man. What's going on?
Man, I'm good, brother. What day you touch down?
I'm there Wednesday. I'll be there right at 9 a.m. You picking me up?
No. My father-in-law comes from Florida. I don't do that Uber, fam. We don't do that no more. You know what I mean? But Words, man. I'm excited to hear what you have to say because you've actually taught me a lot about the launch. And listen, man, I'm just going to get out the way. Remind everybody to go see episode. What episode are you, Words, on the Social Proof Podcast?
174, I think. 174.
It ain't 174. We're not there yet. You moving ahead. Ahead. 164.
There we go.
Make sure y'all check out episode 164 of the Social Proof Podcast. All right, let's get this thing started, man. Let me get out your way. Do your thing, brother. It's on you.
Let's go. Let's get this work. All right. So, and I see 500 on here too, so he can learn as well. That's what's up. So.
It's too early for these fights.
Bro, I know, bro. All right, so look, check this out. So one of the things that we have to talk about when it comes to launching is the biggest thing is creating an anticipation, right? So get this. If you have a product or a high ticket or however, I don't care if it's $20, all right? What you're doing is creating an anticipation so people know what's coming so they can get their dollars prepared. All right, let me give you a quick example of being prepared. In Atlanta, this has never happened. I live in Des Moines, Iowa. This has never happened in Des Moines because there are Ubers at a shortage. Okay, so they're going to stay there. They're going to wait for me as long as I take because they want their dollars. Okay, now in Atlanta, I go there and listen, I get a text message that says your Uber is here. I'm thinking I still have time to go ahead and put my shoes on, my belt on real quick and go down there. My man took off on me, drove off, okay? Let me show you all the difference, right? When you're launching, the first place in Iowa, all right, they will text me and say, hey, your Uber just picked up your drive. There's an anticipation happening. So now I know, oh, shoot, okay. And they're like, he will be there in 15 minutes. Okay, let me get my shoes. Let me get my last minute drink. Let me make this thing. Oh, he's 5 minutes away. Hey, your driver is almost there. You might want to meet them outside. This is a launching process. So by the time my driver pulls up, shoot, I'm already prepared. I'm ready for him. Atlanta, that didn't happen. Okay. I ordered the Uber, and next thing I know, they were like, your Uber's downstairs. I was not prepared at all. Okay. Nothing happened. I wasn't prepared. So therefore, when it came time and my Uber pulled up, like, it left. This is how you look trying to launch without an actual launch plan. All right. You don't give them time to prepare. And the fact that no one buys quickly like you want to is because they're not prepared. So you just take off. You're like, yo, I'm on to the next thing. I'm moving on now. And so you miss out on a lot of key customers and a lot of key sales when you're doing that. All right. So the biggest thing I want you all to know so far is when you're launching, it's all about creating an anticipation for what is to come. Nobody in here is Beyonce yet. Not yet, okay? You know, Beyonce the only one that dropped something that day and still get, sell out. So the next thing I want you all to focus on is, like, a lot of y'all gonna tune out when I say this. All right, so the lost art of launching is market research. The next thing I focus on when I say, okay, I'm about to launch this product, I have to do market research. And I'm gonna break that down for you, what market research is. All right, so example, my team and our company, Dream Builder International, is launching the 120 event. We were able to launch a 120 event for Eric Thomas, right? I can't tell you the numbers it's doing, but let's just say it's doing very well, all right? But what we did first, we launched on June 9th. However, we started the process in March. In March, we sent out a survey to the entire email list and everything. What we wanted to know, what city did you all want us to have the actual event in? We wanted to know how much did you want to pay for the ticket? Yo, we were thinking about keeping the 120 theme, or we're thinking about going with a different thing. 89% of the people were like, no, we love the 120 thing. 70% of the people, no, it was lower than that. It was 52% of the people were like, yo, we want it in Atlanta. And then we said, do y'all want more speakers or you want more ET? Like 80% of the people were like, we want more ET. So when we got down to it, after we did our market research and understanding what do the people actually want, so we're not just throwing out based off of how we feel, right? So when we did that research, we were able to understand, okay, let's not guess on this. Let's roll out what they actually want. So we were able to take that market research, and then we also did it on social media. Yo, here are the cities. What cities do y'all want? And then we did the whole, if you look at the launch, the first 4 weeks was just us engaging the audience. So I'm gonna tell you, when I do launching, I do 12 weeks typically. Only people like him 500 come to me 2 weeks before. Oh no, it might not even be that much time. He come like 7 days before he's trying to launch and want to put the whole thing. I'm like, bro, you are killing me right now. All right, but I do 12 weeks, right? Because the first 4 weeks we're gonna spend doing that market research. I want to know, like y'all heard me on the podcast, I want to know your pain points. I want to know what is it that you are willing to buy. I want to know all of these things. So that first 4 weeks with E, we spent just understanding what the audience want. And when we started understanding what the audience want, now that is our entire rollout. We know exactly what you want. So in order for you all to start guaranteeing sales, you will never be able to get a sale from me if you don't know what I truly desire. If you don't know what to dangle in front of me. Most of y'all like, yo, I'm gonna put this t-shirt. It's like, bro, I wasn't a part of this t-shirt. Like, I don't even know what this t-shirt means. But however, if you were in this entire process, like, yo, I got 4 designs. Which one of these designs do y'all like? And they had a chance to vote on it. And then they had a chance to, from the vote, they get a chance to now see the making of the t-shirt, see the entire process. All right, y'all, we're going to print. All right, here's the first shirt. Like, oh, snap. Like, we're getting ready. Like, you're taking me a part of the entire process. I'm actually invested into the process now, so much so that I want to know every single step. So you were doing the research as to find out what shirt people like, which design, what color. They will, all of those things make a difference when you're trying to launch. So for me, that's why I say market research is the lost art of trying to get sales, because I'm not guessing. I don't do guess marketing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when you put out stuff and you don't know if the people really like it, but you put it out anyway, just to see, I don't know, that's not what I test. You get your feelings hurt that way. you start feeling the rejection and all of that way. When I finally put something out, you've asked for it. So what I do is, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a survey. All right, I need to get that down. I'm gonna ask questions like, I'm gonna ask based off of when it comes to, like, let me use myself as an example. When it comes to getting high ticket sales, which one of these do you think is your biggest barrier? And I'm gonna have 4 different responses, but I'm only gonna have responses based off of what I can do. Do you understand that? So it's not based off of just random answers. Which 4 things can you do? So if I say, which one of these things when it comes to high ticket are your biggest barriers? Getting more traffic to my site, or getting more eyes to the product, or actually closing the sale, or whatever. So I did my survey, and literally 56% of the people were like, yo, I struggle getting my traffic, getting more traffic, and getting people in front of my product. So I took that and I was like, all right, y'all. All right, squad, look, this is our first point. We're gonna help people get more traffic and more eyes on their product. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not guessing. My audience literally told me what they're struggling with. They told me. So I don't have to be like, all right, what do y'all think we should? No, they just said it. And I'm gonna use the language that they're using. The next thing I want to know is, which one of these things would you consider the biggest win? And I'm gonna say, is it making 6 figures, getting your first sale, or I forget the other responses, but I know the biggest response was, man, making 6 figures. So I'm gonna take that language now, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna show you my 6-figure webinar secrets. I'm gonna show you how to get more people in front of your product and start getting sales by using webinars. And in this process, we're gonna show you how to make 6 figures. So now I know what pain that you have that I can put in front of you because you just told me, and then I know what outcome you want. And all of these that on the survey, I'm only putting multiple choice answers, because when you try to get people to take a survey, it's like, yo, it's got to be like 10 questions. You want it to be quick. The only one that I leave open-ended, there's one question I leave open-ended, and literally that is, Jose, salute, bro. The only question I leave open-ended is the one where I say, listen, provided that this can be done, and you can start to get the sales that you desire, or you plug in whatever you can get the sales that you desire, and I can show you the step-by-step process on how to do this, and you are guaranteed to win. How much would you be willing to invest into this service? And I legitimately want to know their response. I want to know what type of value do they put on something like this, right? And when you shift it to not just, all right, I see, Jonathan. When you shift it to not just asking, would you do 500,000, 1,500? Because what are most people gonna do? What are most people gonna do, y'all? If you see 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, and you say, well, which one, which people gonna be on the 500? People are gonna be on that 500 boy, right? So what I do is I let them respond. And then I saw like, oh, okay, dang, you would pay 3 for this? You paid 5? Oh, you would invest 10? So now I'm able to look at literally what are all their responses? What are they wanting? Okay. From there, I'm now able to get all the research and data that I want. I'm gonna take that data, and that's going to be my entire launch. I'm only using that information. All right. Now they just told me what product to create. They told me the outcome they want to make. They told me the pain that they're trying to overcome. They told me the price that they're willing to pay it. Oh, I should be guaranteed some sales. The only way I can mess this up if I don't actually roll it out properly. But remember, if I tell you like, yo, I'll pay you $500 for that, and you create the thing that I did, and now you like, yo, it's 500. Cool, give me that. The next part of that rollout is now before, like, so this is me. Before I go into the sale, I always wait list. I do some type of list building. So I'm going to put out content based off of the information I just got from the survey. By that, if you look, even if you looked at my social media, I'm hitting the pain points, and I'm saying, yo, go here and grab this free thing. And I'm doing the free thing because a couple things. I'm going to do this for the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm doing a free thing simply because I want to capture as many people's attention as possible. So now you got to think, in your social media, everybody is not your target audience. Everybody's not your target audience in your social media. So my job before I start launching, I want to extract as many people off my social media that is my actual audience. So I have to put out content that is directed towards that specific pain point and relief point that we just talked about. So if they're like, oh, the high ticket thing, going back to my stuff. So I'm gonna put out, look, if you're not getting sales, here's what's happening. Here's what's happening with your sales, and here's what you need to start doing. Look, I actually got a free download for you where I'm breaking this down. I got a free, it's about a 40-minute training where I want to show you how to start getting more high ticket sales. And I'm just doing that for 2 or 3 weeks. I'm doing different videos. Maybe they're entertaining videos. I'm doing educational videos. I'm doing all of these things. And then at the end, I'm doing a call to action. Boom, go grab this free thing. If you don't have a free thing, then you can always do a wait list. So it's either that or, hey, look, I have something launching that's great for y'all, and I'm gonna show you this outcome, right? Go ahead, click the link in my bio, join the wait list for when it comes out. I want you all to be the first to know. And then I give them a perk. If it's a wait list, I always give a perk. And anybody that's on the wait list is gonna get this while the others won't get this, right? You have to make the wait list very enticing as well. So what am I doing? I'm guaranteeing and I'm ensuring that I have people ready and prepared to purchase when I finally release my product.
What's going on, family? David Shands. I want to give you a special invitation to the Morning Meetup, themorningmeetup.com. It is the only organization that gathers every single morning, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we help you learn entrepreneurship, grow as an entrepreneur, become an entrepreneur, or you just get to be in an environment, a network of all entrepreneurs. Literally hundreds of entrepreneurs gather on a Zoom call every single morning, Monday through Friday, okay? So I want to give you a special invitation to help grow your business and your brand all this year, okay? Every single day. You eat every day for your health. You brush your teeth every day for your hygiene. I need you to learn and grow every single day for your mindset, okay? So make sure you go to themorningmeetup.com. It is only $1 trial. You don't need a promo code. Just go $1, themorningmeetup.com. Check it out. If you like us, stay. If not, after that, it's $79 a month. But I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy yourself, okay? So go to themorningmeetup.com. I love y'all. See you in the morning.
So if I'm doing that 2 to 3 weeks, I can literally get 500 or 1,000 people on the wait list, or 500 to 1,000 people to take this free product. And from there, of course, some people not going to do it. But if I release my $1,000 product, I got 1,000 people. And if I convert at 10% just by sending a message like, yo, it's here. The moment you've been waiting for is here. And I've been sending you messages this whole time, showing you the back end. And even if I convert at 10%, it's like, I just made $10,000. Imagine how your posture will shift. Imagine the confidence that comes to you at that point. Now you can do a whole rollout on your social media as well. But you feel good because you've been catering to this small group of people for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and you got sales instantly when you came out. And then I start rolling out on social media, because I want those people that are already on my email list, I want them to feel special. I want them to feel like, yo, you're getting something that nobody else is getting. You're getting a price that no one else is getting. You're getting access that no one else is getting. You see what I'm saying? You're getting all of this and no one else is getting this thing. And so therefore, now when they see the rollout, you have people that are going to comment on it. They're going, oh, I got mine. I'm already in, right? So you're creating even more of a buzz at that point. So when you start doing social media rollout, how I would do a social media rollout, I'm going to do the same thing, except for now I'm going to show like, yo, all right, so those that were on, I'm going to make you feel like you missed out. Like those that were on my waiting list and all that, look, they already got first access. They're already on their way to whatever transformation you promised. They're already on their way to getting their 6 figures using webinars. All right, now we got to start working on you. So here's what we need to do. I'm showing you how to do this, and this, and I'm going here. If you're ready, all right, listen, I need you to click on the link in my bio and start. So they've already been seeing stuff for the past 6-7 weeks. They've been seeing it. And so now you do another rollout online where you actually are revealing the thing. The people that were on your email list, they got the first reveal. Now the people that are on your social media get the next reveal. These are the people that maybe, didn't take action right away. But here's the thing. What I'm going to do next, all right, this is the biggest thing. Those people that are on my email list, I have no problem with rolling out the product to them. I'm going to get sales. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to invite all of them to a webinar. So if I got 1,000 people on, check me out. If I got 1,000 people, and this is before I do my social media rollout. If I have 1,000 people on my email list from all the work that I've been doing, and I get 10% or whatever, I said 10,000. So if 10% of that will be 100 people, right? So you potentially have a 6-figure launch, $100,000 launch. But let's say you don't do 10%. Let's say you only get 10 sales, you make $10,000. That means you still have 990 people that have not bought your product. I'm still going to focus on that 990 because they took action. They actually said that, you know what, I want what you have. The messaging that I had actually resonated with them. So now those people, you're getting invited to a webinar. And reason why I do the webinar is because now I have a moment where for 2 hours, 90 minutes to 2 hours, if you hit 500, you're going to do 3 to 4 hours. Okay. So it's going to be 3.5 to 4 hours on your webinar. Woo! My man was doing it and he was going. And I'm texting like, bro, we got to move off this slide. This slide right here is done. You've exhausted it. You got everything out of it. But so for 90 minutes, right? For 90 minutes, think about this. You have people's undivided attention. And you're going to put together your best, right? Your know, like, and trust. You're going to tell your story. You're going to help them overcome limiting beliefs. You're going to show off like some of your clients or some people that are wearing your product or whatever it is. For 90 minutes, you're going to do this. And then at the same time, you have, again, 990 people, let's say literally only 30% are going to get on. Okay. So 300 people in front of you where you can now present your product and say, here's the transformation that I'm going to help you get. And here's what we're all going to do together. And now you close those people out. Let's say you get another from the webinar, you still converted about 10%. Now you get 30 sales. And even if you only do 5%, you get 15 sales and you have a $500 product, $1,000 product. It doesn't matter. So now we're talking about 15K or 30K. So my entire launch, that entire launch process, I literally got to a point where, you know, you almost made about $50,000 off a launch, because I help people to create an anticipation. Not only that, but I did the market research to know exactly what want. The biggest thing you have to understand, and then Jen, let me know when you want me to start getting to questions. But the biggest thing you have to understand is how we get sales is not even just about the launching part alone. It's about knowing what to put in front of your audience. This is like, if I could tell you anything, or the reason why our campaigns work so well that we've done is because we actually know where our audience is, and then we know where they're trying to go. They're like, I'm here. I don't want to be here anymore. Okay, where do you want to be? I want to be here. Okay, good. So now your marketing and your launch plan is about creating a bridge from where they are to where they want to be. 3 P's. Their pain is what they're in right now. Their pleasure is what they want to go. Your P is creating the path. If your path leads me to my pleasure, I'm taking it. And price won't stop me from doing that. But you have to let me know that this is getting me to the pleasure I desire. So if you're wanting to launch, it's literally about pain, pleasure, and a path. But in order to understand those 3 things, you have to do market research. The market research, they will tell you what their pain, their pleasure is, and then you will be able to create a seamless path between both. That's what we do. And then from there, my next part of the rollout is I want to create content based off of what I just learned. And every piece of my content will have a call to action. Why? Because what am I doing? I'm now trying to extract people from Facebook, social media, Instagram, whatever, YouTube, whatever you have. I want to take you from there, and I want you in a compound that I have control over. Whether that's like when you sign up, I want your text, I want your email, I want your cell phone number, I want all of that, because I want to be able to get back in touch with you. And the fact that you're signing up lets me know that what I have, you really desire. So the next thing I need you all to know is it's not about necessarily getting a sale right then. You're going to get some sales, initially. But again, it's the consistency that wins. You have 1,000 people or 500 people or 200 people that said, yo, I'm going to get on the wait list, or I'm going to get the free thing. That means your content resonated with them. The information, the copy, everything you put resonated, right? They may not be ready to purchase right then and there. Of that 200, maybe only 20 are. Cool. I'm going to rock with the 20. Let's get it. You're in the program, or you bought it. And now I have to work on that 180. You planted a seed, now water the seed. Seed time harvest. What happens is you all plant a lot of seeds, and you wondering why I'm not getting the harvest. Is because you skipped a step. Seed time harvest. What is happening in the time? The time is you watering. The time is you being consistent. The time is you actually building influence. The time is you actually building your authority with the people. That's what you're doing in time, right? Yeah, late time. No, I tell my dream builders, 52 weeks. 52 weeks is what I need you to commit to. If you're not even talking about 52 weeks, then what are we talking about? You're not putting in the time, so therefore you don't reap the harvest. Again, I know I'm using him 500 a lot, but my man was making money on the webinars and was still doing the whole year, the 52 weeks worth of webinars. I'm like, okay, he going. That's the time. That's the watering. And you wonder why some of these people are snatching your sales is because they're watering. They're watering. And so seeds are going to go where there's water. And if you're not giving water, then how can you? No one is growing up under you. So yes, they're going to leave. They're not being nurtured. And so the final thing is, before we go into Q&A, is what I need you to know. What I'm telling you, when you do the rollout on your social media, there's 3 things that I'm trying to do. And this is the reason why I do this for the 4 to 6 weeks, right? I'm literally in that first 4 to 6 weeks, as I'm rolling out, I'm trying to do 3 things. I'm trying to build awareness, right? Awareness is, all right, and this is why you have to bring the content after you do your market research. Awareness is you knowing who I am, what I do, what's my messaging, and all of that stuff. You may have people that's been following you. You're like, yo, why are you not buying? It's because they don't know you for that thing. You haven't branded yourself enough as this is the thing that I do. I was on Facebook doing lives for 2 years straight. I did four a week for 2 years straight before I started getting the people that I went to college with and family and all them to see me as, oh, wait a minute. I can actually make some money. I'm like, where y'all been? I've been doing this for 2 years now. So you have to start branding yourself as that thing. So there's an awareness process, meaning your goal is to get out, yo, this is who I help. This is what I do. This is the transformation that I'm going to bring to your life. We forget about the transformation. We want people, oh, yo, click the link and we're going to take you to the next level. What is that? What's the next level? What is that? Like, don't use blanket language like that. We're just going to take you to the next level. I'm going to take you to the next level of getting 6 figures worth of sales in your business. I'm going to take you to the next level of being able to lose weight without having to work out. I'm going to take you to the next level of what? What is the transformation? So now what I'm doing is I'm creating awareness around what I do and the transformation that I'm going to provide. That's what I'm doing when I put out content. And then I'm saying, yo, if you want me to help you or you want me to help you do this, click on the link in my bio. I got a free this, or I got a wait list on me showing you whatever it is. Because now I want to get you off there. If this messaging is resonating with you, or I don't want you to stay on here, because I don't know, based on the algorithm, I don't know if they're going to let me get back to you. That's just real. So if I have your attention right now, come on off here. The second thing, so we got awareness, and then there's attraction. Attraction means like I'm actually searching for you. You want to put out enough content and you want to make sure your messaging is right to where they now go searching for you. Every one of us on here, when we get on Instagram or whatever, there is for sure a person. There might be at least 2 or 3 people that you have to look up before you leave. Me, I'm telling you, I'm looking up Tabitha Brown. Okay, Tabitha, y'all all right? Okay, like that, like so. I'm looking, what Tabitha talking about today? Okay, I'm looking up him 500. I always look at his page and just get irritated. So I'm like, okay, let me get my little irritation for the day. Let me look at the flex. All right, so there are people that I go to, right? I'm attracted to the content. How did I get attracted? Well, I know the messaging. I know that they have something for me. King Batch I always go to his page when I want to laugh. I'm like, hold on, let me get my little laugh on. You will start to know who are your go-tos for what you desire, what type of content you desire. So boom, you want to make sure you're consistently putting it out. So now people become attracted to your content. They actually coming on there for you. That's the difference. When you create this level and people are searching out your content, right? Now you know that when you start the launch process, when you start to open up and show your product, oh, you like, oh, I'm getting a sale for sure. And then the last one is authority. You develop authority by one, people having awareness of you, them being attracted to your content. And then the authority is when they see you as the go-to person for this particular topic. Now they start to use your voice and your points to make their points. They're like, yo, I was listening to Words said, and Words was actually saying that we should do, Oh, now that's how you know when they have an authority in your life. You know, because some of y'all do this. You're like, no, I was on a morning meetup, and Dave was saying, like, look, we got to start doing this. When you take their word as bond, they've built up a level of authority to now where you say no, because no, that's trash. Because look, I saw this, and Dave was saying that we need to focus on this and this first.
Is it on there now?
You see what I'm saying? When you start saying, no, 500 said, when you start saying that, then you know they have a level of authority, and you want to get that authority. Because if people see you as the authority on a particular topic, all right, then that means it makes it easier for them to buy for you. What you're doing is you just create a safe place for them to buy from. I know a lot of people don't want to use that language, but what you want to do is you want to create a safe environment, right? This is you want to create a safe environment where people feel safe enough to spend their dollars. And not only that, but they know they're going to get a transformation, right? The last thing I'll say before we go ahead and do some questions is the biggest thing I need you to understand also is before you start all of this process, I love what I heard in the beginning about how people were able to say, this is who I am. This is what I do. Here's the outcome that I help people do. If you don't know that, it's going to be very hard to sell. It's going to be very, very hard to build that awareness, attraction, and authority because you don't have clarity on who you are and what transformation you can bring to people. So therefore, people won't have clarity on where you can take them. There will be a lot of confusion. If you're stuck on understanding who you are and what transformation you can bring, right? If you don't know how you want to be recommended, like how do I recommend you? Easily. You know what I'm saying? If I know I'm a new entrepreneur and, I'm really trying to just understand the foundation of entrepreneurship. I want to transition out quitting my job. Oh, my man, Dave, well, he has it where you easily. I know how to recommend people. I'm trying, like my nephew, my man, he just bought a truck. He hit me up like, I need you to help me do the truck. I don't know nothing about trucking, but there's my man, Alex. Let me look. And if you want to, I'll go, I'll put in on you getting his program or whatever, but I don't know anything about truck, but I know how to recommend. I know who's the authority in this space. And if you don't have that, if you don't develop that first here, and truly have clarity on who you are and what you can bring to people, it's going to be very hard for you to launch and get sales. So before we even go into all of that, I need you to first understand who you are and your value. What transformation do you bring to people? And when you get that, now you start that market research and roll out. Let's go. All right. So Jim, we could dig into some questions.
Come join the most amazing live mentorship and accountability group for entrepreneurs every morning. Let's go. The Morning Meetup. Do you have a business idea you need to get off the ground? Do you currently work a 9-to-5 and are looking for supplemental income? Come and network with like-minded individuals and take your business to the next level. Every morning from 8 to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with David Shands and friends. Try the Morning Meetup today for just $1. Head over to themorningmeetup.com. That's themorningmeetup.com.